Hi, my name is Mike, and welcome to Sleekr Digital. We will walk through how to create a basic pop-up from scratch using a pop-up maker. We will learn about the different section in the editor, how to customize pop-up, appearance, and content. First, go to the Pop-up Maker tab and click on Create New Pop-up. This will bring a pop-up editor where you will begin setting up your new pop-up. Write the name for your pop-up here and the title for your pop-up. This title will display inside your pop-up. Now, here we can add the content for the pop-up. Next, you can also add text, images, button, or form. While scrolling down, we have a pop setting. So in the first tab, we have a triggers. We can add the trigger by clicking on this Add New Trigger. Pop-up Maker offers several types of trigger to control when and how your pop-up will appear. So here we will select the kind of trigger we want. Click on this drop-down. First, we have a click open. This to display a pop-up. When a user open a click on specific elements like button or link, and then time delay and auto open. This triggers the pop-up after a set amount of time, like 5 seconds after a page load. Then the form submission. It shows a pop-up after the form is submitted. Then click blocking trigger. It is used to prevent users from interacting with certain elements on web page unless they engage with the pop-up first. The force login trigger is designed to display a pop-up that prompts users to log in before they can view certain content or take specific actions on the website. At last, we have a scroll trigger that display a pop-up when a user scroll a specific percentage down a page. So, if we want to prevent pop-up from showing to the visitor again using cookies, you can click on this option. If you want to stop showing pop-up once visitor take this action, you can click on this drop-down. Here we can see different types of option, on pop close option, on pop-up open, and form submission and subscription forms if successful and already submitted. Then we have a manual, login successful and registration successful. And then at last, contact us form. So, when we click on this, we can click on Add Pop-up. Now, then the time delay setting will appear like this. We can set the timer here, so the top-up will be open in that time. Then we can also add the cookie here. If you want to create a new cookie, we can click on Add New Cookie. Click on Add Option. Now while scrolling down now, we have an option here to add a new cookie. When we click on this Add New Cookie, the Pop-up Maker putting cookies control how often a pop-up is displayed to the user. When you use a cookie, it means that if a user close or dismiss a pop-up, it won't show up again on their next visit. We can select the pop-up here and click on Add here. Now by doing this, scroll down. Now move on to the Targeting tab. Here we will add the condition where we want to display that pop-up. Click on this drop-down. We will see the different kind of pages, posts, and media files. We can select the page where we want to display that pop-up. You can add a condition like or, and by clicking on this plus sign. You can add another page where we want to display that pop-up. Or, if you want to display that pop-up in all pages, click on this All Pages. Or, if you want to display that pop-up in all posts, you can click on this All Posts. Now, if you want to disable this pop-up on a mobile device, you can click on this option. If you want to disable this pop-up on a tablet device, you can disable this option. In the Display tab, first we have different types of presets here. We can select different types of preset from Center Pop-up if we want to display the pop-up at the right side of the bottom side at the top bar or the left bottom notice. In the Appearance tab, you can select the theme here by clicking on this drop-down. We can select the Lightbox theme here, which is already created. Or we can create a new theme by clicking on this Customize this theme. Now in the Size tab, we can set the size of the pop-up by clicking on this size option. Here we can select nano size, small size, tiny size, medium size, or extra large size. Or we can also set the custom size by clicking on this custom option. We can set the width, heights, and scrollable content by clicking on this option. We can also add the animation type by clicking on this drop-down. We can select the animation we want to add. In the animation speed, we can set the speed of animation here. In the Sound tab, we can add the sound to pop up when it opens. Click on this drop-down to select the sound. The Position tab, you can select the location where you want to display that pop-up. Click on this drop-down and select the position here. You can also select distance from the top edge of the screen by moving this bar. If you want position from trigger, click on this option. And for the fixed positioning, click on this option. At last, we have an Advanced tab. If you want to disable and hide the overlay of this pop-up, click on this option. And for the stackable, click on this option. And if you want to disable repositioning, click on this option. You can also add the Z index for the pop-up here. In the Close tab, we have a close text. We can write the text for the close here. We can set the delay for the close button here by moving this bar. And for the form submission, you want to close this pop-up automatically after integrated form plugin submission. You can click on this Close on Form Submission option. Then we have alternative methods. By checking this, it will cause the pop-up to close when the user clicks on overlay. And if you want to close the pop-up by pressing the Escape button, click on this option. If you want to close the pop-up by pressing F4 key, you can click on this option. And then we have an Advanced tab. In the Advanced tab, if you want to automatically re-trigger after non-AJAX form submission, you can click on this option. And if you want to disable the accessibility feature, you can click on this option. Scheduling are used to limit when the pop-up is activated. Click on Add New Schedule. You can choose what type of schedule you want to add by clicking on this drop-down. You can select the start date, end date, and chosen date. You can also add the date range and the office hours by doing this. Click on the Add button. Now, you can write the name of schedule here. If your schedule is based on your local time, click on this option, and you can also add the start date here. If you want to schedule all day, click on this option. Now, click on Add. By doing this, the schedule limit is added. While scrolling up, here we can see the option of Analytics. Here, we can see that it opens. It will show how many times the pop-up will open, and the conversions and the conversion rate. And we can also reset the counts by clicking on this option. By doing this, I'll click on Publish. As you can see, that pop-up is created. Now we will preview the pop-up in a new tab. As you can see, when we have opened the page where we have applied the pop-up is successfully added. And that's how we can create a pop-up from scratch using a Popup Maker. Well, that wraps up our lesson on creating your first pop-up. Subscribe for more lessons.